Hey everybody, it's Jasmine, and it's actually been such a long time where I've gotten a wave of recommendations for a single type of video. You guys really wanted me to film an anti-haul, so here she is. I also wanted to stir the pot a little bit and do kind of an anti-haul video plus a wish list video because there's so many things that I have FOMO of and I've never gone out to actually purchase them. So I'm really excited to bring you guys 5 things on my anti-haul list and 5 things that are on my wish list. I'm also gonna go ahead and scooch off to the side here so that I could put in some screenshots of some of the products that I will be talking about today. The first item on my anti-haul list is the Omri Z palette. I mean, I'm not a huge Omri Z fan personally, so when it boiled down to it, it was almost like, is this the color scheme that I want to go for and pursue? Is the extra 2 shadows worth it for me? Are the glitter shadows worth it for me? And ultimately, I kind of just said no. I was able to play around with the palette, you know, with a brush in hand when I was doing makeup for my friend Brie. She actually is a huge Omri Z fan, so she had all of her highlights. She literally had like 3 highlights and 3 Omri Z palettes. And I said, girl, what is going on? So I was able to use the palette on her when I did her makeup, and the powders were really easy to blend. I found that there were no issues with it. I just think personally in my collection, it would have just not have gotten any use. And I just know that personally, just by using the colors and using the shades on my friend, I just feel like the color scheme to me wasn't speaking my interest, especially that pop of blue. You guys know how I feel about a pop of blue in a palette, and although it's really pretty, I just feel like if you're gonna throw a blue in there, you're gonna throw in a matte blue as well, you're gonna make it work. You're gonna give me a blue smoky eye moment in that palette. If you're gonna pop in a blue, give me a damn blue matte. Just one. Like, you're not gonna give me like a darker shimmery blue or a lighter shimmery blue. You're just gonna give me one. That doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Whether it is a collaboration eyeshadow or not, Too Faced, I mentioned it so many times, Too Faced does this to me, does it to us, and I can't. I have no time. And quite honestly, I'm not even on the market for palettes. It actually takes a lot for a palette to really make me buy it nowadays. And the last one that I bought was the Colourpop and Sailor Moon collection. So if that doesn't say anything, I don't know what does, because that really tickled my pickle, you know what I mean? All right, let's go into the next one, which is the launch of the Morphe 18 pan eyeshadow palettes. Now, I feel like their palette formulas are very inconsistent. You know, they have the 3 pan palettes, they have the 25 palette, the 24 palette, the 30 something palettes, and they have their 18s. And I just think the 18 palettes are not of good quality. I think the mattes are pretty dry. I think that their best formulas are in the 25 palette as well as the 24, the ones with like the big pans. I think those ones are great. I just feel like those are very buttery, very consistent, and then when you go into the 18 pan palettes, they are buttery and soft when you first use it, and then it ages really fast for some weird reason. Like, it starts to age within the first couple of months, and then you're left with some really dry shadows at the end of the year. So I just think that it was cool that they launched some color tone palettes, but at the same time, I just don't know if I would go back to try them again, just because I don't want to waste my money on them. And I personally haven't even tried the Colourpop monochromatic palette, so I don't even know if the Morphe one is better than Colourpop's or vice versa. I really don't know, but I just am that type of person that will get myself a rainbow palette and call it a day. I don't know if it's really mean of me to say this, but the whole Florence By Mills line, have y'all seen her? I saw that she launched an eyeshadow palette. I went to Ulta the other day and I saw the eyeshadow palette, and you know how tiny she was? She was literally the size of my palm. Like, what? I get it. It's a minimalist brand. It's just meant to be like beauty from within. I get it. Okay, I get her. But I don't want it. I really see no appeal. I just think that this type of brand is not marketed towards someone like me. I kind of want to be excited to try something, and quite frankly, her products just don't really excite me. I just see pastel colors and I think, oh, that's soft and cute. But I feel like based on the reviews that I have seen on Florence By Mills, it isn't something that I'm going to run to Ulta, sprint to Ulta and get, because I just haven't seen any extraordinary reviews. Everyone just says it's a lackluster brand, and I don't know. From that, I just don't want to use it. And I think that is fair to say, because as a creator, we do make these reviews so that the watcher and the consumer can make educated decisions on whether they want to buy something or not. So I think because of all these reviews, I just have an educated decision that I just am not excited by Florence by Mills. I don't really see anyone saying extraordinary things about the brand, so I'm just simply not going to get it. I know if you are a beauty junkie, you have seen the brand new beauty blender, and I'm not talking about the color shifting one. No, I am not talking about that. I'm talking about the Galaxy Swirl one, the orange one. Ma'am, I just think, in my humble opinion, that beauty blender just comes out with these different tones of beauty blenders, but it's the same thing. And at the end of the day, it's a $20 sponge, and Beauty Blender actually said that you're supposed to change your sponge every 3 months, which is what I do. I am very diligent with going through my sponges and making sure that I am not manifesting bacteria in the, like, you know, I am the type of person that will throw out my beauty blenders within 3 months. So if it's $20, you're looking at spending $80 per year on beauty sponges. And I think that they just continue to launch different colors and not change the feel of the sponge. And it's just, to me, a little confusing as a consumer, because you have other brands like Shop Miss A and Juno & Co. who, when they do launch sponges, they are a different feel and they do have different textures. And I just feel like they don't emphasize any texture differences, and it's only the color. So what's in it for me? Like, literally, I don't know what I'm getting myself into as a consumer, other than just another color that's going to fade when I wash it in the sink. Here's another brand that I really genuinely feel like I would never purchase on my own, and that is Zoeva. I know you guys go into Ulta, I know you guys go in a zigzag in the little sections, and I know you guys go on Ulta.com and then scroll past Zoeva because you're just like, meh, whatever. I know, because I am the same. And I just think that Zoeva is such a boring brand to me personally, because whenever I scroll past her palettes or anything like that, the color schemes are never outstanding to me. And I know that she recently launched a foundation, but I've never heard anyone review it. And I think that's the problem. I feel like there isn't a lot of exposure on the brand itself for me to even make a decision whether I want to buy it or not. And her products are not cheap, but they're not expensive either. But it's just something that I don't think I would want to risk my money, you know, just without any type of review going in. So I don't know. I just think Zoeva for the longest time has never caught my interest. So that's gonna be on my anti-haul list, and that is my final anti-haul item. As far as my wish list is concerned, I have a lot of FOMO, and I think the one person who understands me is Sydney, because I talk to her about my makeup FOMOs all the time. Like, I wish I bought it. Why don't I have it? I want to get it, but I don't want to spend my money. You know what I mean? So I created a list of 5 things just to talk about. And the first one is the original Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collaboration palette, the big, gigantic palette. I have wanted that palette for so long, but for just some odd reason, I have never purchased it. And I walk past it all the time at Ulta. I went to Ulta the other day. It was fully in stock, not one snatched off the shelf, and I just still didn't get it. But I saw it and I knew I wanted it, but I just don't know why. I love the way it feels. I like the formula. My ex-boyfriend's little sister actually owned the palette, and she let me borrow it for a video, so I do have a tutorial using it, and I loved it. I freaking loved it, okay? And all I can say is I don't know, man. I don't know, but I love her. I was at Target the other day and I saw this and I wanted to buy it all, but I was on a budget. I didn't get my paycheck yet, so I didn't get it. And I still think about her. It's still on my mind, and that is the Yes to Naturals Tea Tree line. Now, I think this is a Target exclusive because I don't see it anywhere else besides Target, and I want to get the entire thing. So they have the shampoo, conditioner, scalp scrub, and they might have a scalp spray. I'm not sure, but I just feel like this is something so up my alley because I use tea tree in my hair care because it does help with dandruff, and I just love the way it feels oils in the hair, and Yes To is one of those brands that is super affordable, and I like their brand a lot. I have tried a lot of their skincare and a lot of their other shampoos and conditioners as well, so I do want to give this a shot. I mean, $8 full price, but you can use a coupon on it. I'm thinking, why not? It's definitely on my to buy list. The next item that I'm really eyeing to buy is the brand new Shiseido sunscreen. Now I have the old one. Like, this is so old that I should be throwing this out already, but this one is the SPF 38. Now the one that they have that I am eyeing is the SPF 50 plus. They just took out 2 ingredients that are said to be harmful to the environment, so when you are in the ocean and your sunblock does rub off, then it will harm the ocean. So those ingredients are now taken out so that it's better for the little fishies. The old sunscreen was introduced with the technology of wet force, so when you do go into the water, the actual sunscreen itself will adhere to your skin a lot better because it is submerged in water. But now with the new version, the heat force is included so that when you're out in the sun, the sunblock will work better because it is in contact with the sun. So I just find that to be so cool. You're saving the environment, you are protected in all ways, and the new size is actually 1.5 ounces, so it's a lot bigger, and it's only around like $5 more. So you're getting more for your money essentially, and you are just saving coral reefs. I just love that. I just need a newer one, to be quite honest, but for some reason I can't throw this old one away because I'm not done with it yet. I know, I'm that person, but I have to get it. I have to. It's right here. I have her. I just want to show you guys that this is invisible. See it? I know you see the wet mark. Girl. The Laura Mercier Power Primer Supercharged Essence. Y'all, I was lucky enough to attend a Laura Mercier training class because Laura Mercier is owned by Shiseido, and I was just sitting there, you know, trying to learn about the new things, and we learned about all of the new primers that they launched, as well as some of their caviar sticks and some of the new collections that were to come in the upcoming seasons. Now, they introduced this essence and I fell in love with the texture. I love the way it felt on my skin. It just, you literally feel like you're dipped in this essence that just hydrates your skin, literally plumps it, and you just look so good. I did not have foundation on my skin. I had like a dot here and there. That's only because my girl didn't have time to reapply my foundation. So I was able to see what the primer looked like on its own. And if I were to compare it with something else, it's almost like this Smashbox primerizer times 10. Like, it is just so good. It is $55, so like I'm trying to justify every penny of it. So that's definitely on my wish list, and it's something that I think I'm gonna have to splurge on. It's one of those treat yourself items for me right now. But if you do have a chance to go to a Nordstrom's or Macy's and go to a Laura Mercier counter and try this on your hand or something, I guarantee you, you're gonna fall in love with it because it feels so good. It just, oh my God, it feels good. Just like my anti-haul, I want to include an entire brand into my wish list, and that is M Cosmetics. You guys don't even know how much I want to try her. I just don't know where to start. I don't know where to begin, and I don't know why I haven't purchased anything either. Like, I want to try her liquid liners. I want to try her matte liquid lip. Someone introduced me to the new blush that they had, and I'm like, yes, please. And it just looks so amazing. I just don't know what I'm waiting for, but that has been on my wish list since they launched, pretty much before Michelle sold it to, I believe, L'Oreal. I need her. Need I say more? And just like that, you guys, are my anti-haul and my wish list haul. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you have any other opinions, whether I should try something or I shouldn't try something, please let me know, because I'm always open to hearing what you guys have to say as well, because just like every other influencer review, your review actually is really helpful too, because without your review, I wouldn't have tried my Ride or Die Essence Mascara. I will forever be grateful to whoever recommended me this. Please, Thank you. I love you. So as always, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Peace out, Girl Scouts.